This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Drakengard. Last time we failed the goddess. The desert seal was destroyed. But we seem to be hearing someone calling, not to us specifically, but someone who also has a pact, because Vertile and Kaim and the dragon can hear it telepathically. So someone is calling out to us, or not to us, but someone is calling. Oh, is this a new enemy? Yep, I believe these are new enemies. These are just coffin things. They take a couple of hits. They're not super dangerous, but they can shoot us, so gotta be careful. Alright, Moon's pretty. I mean, everything once is dead, so let's just kill these weaker enemies. Maybe a little. I mean, you're a dragon. You kill things all the time. Don't play high and mighty with me. Let's kill these weaker enemies so we can get our magic out.
You are truly her brother. You would not be so quick to bloody your sword.
Okay. Oh, and now we have new little we have these new enemies. These are kind of like reapers. The only way to hurt them is to wait for them to throw their scythe at you. Otherwise, they'll block your attacks with their scythe. So you want to wait for their scythes to be gone. Otherwise, they'll just block it, like I said. So if you can... They're kind of hard to hit sometimes, but if you can charge up your attack, if you can just... There you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and just start having my flames already locked on, so I can start avoiding them. They're fairly big, too. And when he throws his scythe at me, I can go ahead and just shoot my homing bullets onto him. It's not going to do a ton of damage, but it will hit him, which is what's important. You don't run into these enemies a ton, from what I remember, but they can be dangerous because they require a little bit. They require you to kind of be more careful. You can't just go. You just can't fight them. I think they can even block your magic attack too. Whoa! Look at all these boxes. I think they can deflect your magic attack too. So you want to be careful. Well, maybe he does. Oh, geez, sorry. So yeah, to destroy these, you have to kill their gooey center. And everyone's always ragging on Kaim. I mean, he is a crazy murderer, but just let him do his thing. Things need to get done, and he's certainly doing it. I mean, the dragon helps a lot too, but still. Oh, great, more Reapers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they start appearing a little more, which, like I said, they can be fairly dangerous. Especially since you really can't hurt them until they start attacking you. I suggest the homing bullets just because you can then start running away from them and you don't really have to focus on aiming.
Or do you seek to recruit even the mad to your cause?
Look, Dragon, look, Kaim just has a really disturbing hobby and he enjoys it. Why you gotta be like that? Alright, come on, attack me. Here we go. Like I said though, I'm not sure if these guys can reflect magic. I feel like, yeah, they can. Yep, I was fairly certain they could, and they can, which makes them one of the more annoying enemies to fight in the flying section, because that's pretty badass. The fact that they can reflect my magic. But they're not too hard. It's just, you know, you just gotta put a little effort into killing them. I like the way their eyes glow, though. It's very cool looking. Alright, let's get back to getting rid of these other guys now. You gotta be really careful in the dragon stages, though, because there is no place for you to regain life. You only have one HP bar, not like in the ground missions where you can get more life. You have to be careful. Come on, open up. Open up with your gooey center. There we go. Come on, open up. There we go, thank you. Oh, nope, I didn't get it. Got you now, though. They only take one hit when they open up. There we go.
The Imperial prison is before us. The voice emanates from there.
Alright, well, let's go check it out then. Last I remember, Inuart was kind of in a prison. I mean, we didn't really know where he was being held, because he was captured a while ago, but it could be him. Let's see if it's...
No matter how much I hear it, I can't avoid that voice.
Is that so? I've grown fond of it, I have.
Long as it's a woman, huh? You're the odd one, liking an elf like that. Have you seen her eyes? Pretty scary if you ask me. Even when she smiles, they're dead.
Me, I feel sorry for her. Better for her if she had died with the rest of her family. Right then, let's go settle her down.
Careful, mate. She'll get you for sure.
That's all right. We're not her type now, are we?
What the?
Oh, bloody hell! The Union! They're attacking!
I think that's the only time you, have, Empire enemies just talking normally. If you remember, the elves were attacked a couple chapters ago, their whole village, so this is an elf woman, it seems. She's an interesting character, to say the least.
It is too soon for you to die. Now, you will come with us.
Yeah, her character is very interesting. Urged on by Verdele. She's a very interesting character, to say the least. Urged on by Verdele, Kyne takes to the air to find the Imperial jail, I think it's jail, from whence the voice seems to come. There he finds one who made a pact with the spirits of water and fire. Theirs will be an ill-starred meeting. So yep, so here... So she seems to have made a pact right when we were kind of heading over there. Now, what chapter is this? Oh, no, we're still in the air. Okay.
Why does man lock his fellow man in cages? Such
I don't know. One thing, though, is why is it spelled that way? I've never seen jail spelled that way. It must be a special type of confinement, and that's why it's spelled that way. Anyways, we have little wyverns here. I don't think we fought them before. Wyverns aren't anything too dangerous. They're just kind of more annoying versions of bats. They'll shoot fireballs at you, but they die fairly quickly. And they usually come in smallish groups. They're not that dangerous. Even though they do have magic that can home, they also have magic that doesn't home and then magic that can. They're not that dangerous at all. They just take a couple of hits. Other than that, though, they're pretty similar to our dragon, except they don't have legs, it seems. I think they're wyverns. Or is the dragon we have a wyvern, because it doesn't have arms? Yep, so that's an elf, and if you remember, the elf village was attacked, like I said, and all of them were pretty much killed. So I guess she is a sole survivor of her family. It's, yeah, she's a pretty fucked up character. Which makes her really interesting to me. She's actually a character I really like, not because she's a good character. Oh no, she's a terrible character. Terrible in the sense that she's not someone you'd want to be around, but I like it because I've never seen a character like her before. So I really kind of enjoy that. Alright. Couldn't mind having some magic. Let's get rid of all these wyverns instantly. Yeah, I'm not sure if the dragon we have is a wyvern or if they're wyverns, since they don't have legs or arms. Because I thought wyverns were either dragons that had wings that were arms, but didn't have any, like, little arms. Like European dragons. Because they're not quite like Chinese Eastern dragons, which don't have any type of They don't have any type of ligaments. They just are kind of like a snake.
But the enemy is everywhere.
Oh, there's a battleship. Oh, and lots of little dragons. Okay. Well, if I could just get my magic out, that'd be splendid. All right, here we go. Did we get rid of the big ship? Yes, we did. Nice. Makes life a little easier. Oh, man, their homing magic's a little annoying. Only I'm allowed to have homing magic. A lot of enemies don't have homing magic in this game, though, so... Ha! But mine's better. I'm such a little kid. Huh? Mine's better. It's like, who cares, Yohham? Well, I care. Because I'm killing them.
The voice comes from
Alright.
nearby. Perhaps it is time to find it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Dragon. But we gotta get rid of... Oh, there's the desert seal. Is that the desert seal? Yes, it is. It's funny how we just keep running around and we just keep flying around in circles. Or that could be just another shrine. It might not be the desert seal. But I think it is.
Our allies are surely amongst the prisoners. Time, please help.
Alright, I'm going, Vertile. Don't rush me.
We will descend toward the voice. Prepare yourself.
Okie dokie. $45, nice. She's getting... the dragon is getting ever stronger. I like the victory music, though. I wouldn't even say it's like victory music. It's very somber, but I like it a lot, though. Alright, what chapter is it? What verse is this? Okay, there is a weapon here. Let me see. Eastern, okay. Let's see. Let me turn this around. Never eat. So, there should be... I'm not sure if it's over there. Hold on, let me see. Okay, he's in the Eastern Cave Passage. Okay, so there should be a knight in the Eastern Cave Passage, so it should be that over there. Okay, and then the treasure chest will appear. Alright. Oh, jeez. Anti-magic. Great. Alright, well, let's deal with this. Let's go ahead and have Sword Smasher out. More anti-magic. Fun. That makes me a happy boy. Except not really, because they're annoying. Oh, goodness. These big guys, too. Alright, so they're tough. Tough anti-magic. Alright, well, all I can do is just keep smashing. Alright, come on, bam! Alright, let's activate it again. Yeah, running into them actually hurts them with the shield. But thankfully, though, it makes me invincible, and it seems like the magic can't figure out where I am, so that's nice. Nice little break on that part. Ah! Alright, come on. You're not so tough. I should show you what the new magic of the Wisdom Staff looks like. Oh, hey! Nice! Now we have a weapon power-up. Now our sword is going to do way more damage. You only get that, though, when you hit, like, 100. I'm surprised I hit 100. I didn't think I would. You don't really hit 100 that often. I'm actually really surprised I did. So, yeah, we do way more damage now. Not for a very long time, but just enough to where I can do some damage. Yeah, I'm killing these enemies in like 2 hits now, which is great. Oh man, I lost my combo. Alright, let's see if I can get these guys before it disappears. Oh, and it's gone. Ah, well, it was nice when it lasted. Now I have a weaker mini version of it. which I can activate whenever I have magic, but it's not nearly as good as what I had before. Okay, these archers are pissing me off. Ow. Let's get rid of these jerks. There we go. Alright, come on. Bam. How many more kills does this thing need to upgrade? Oh, seems like she's made a pact since we can hear her now. Unless they're just showing us her making moaning sounds for no particular reason. Which is a possibility. Alright, it'll be nice when this weapon has more combos, because it only has like 3 combos, which is kind of annoying. It doesn't last very long. So it's kind of annoying to use for the moment.
I saw it.
Alright.
Light? What is this voice trying to tell us?
I don't know. That she saw a light. I mean, what else is there to say? She was blinded by the light. She woke up like a douche with a boner in the night. I mean, what else do you want, Vertile? It's a pretty classic love story, like Twilight. Right. Nice though. This weapon's definitely get a lot of experience, which is nice. Oh my gosh, these archers though, they are just trying to annoy me. I'm not even gonna mess with them because fudge, they're annoying. I just love how the sword's just floating in the air. There's nothing there. Just a floating sword kicking some ass. I guess a floating sword would kick ass though. It's like the Pokemon whose name escapes me. There's lots of weak enemies here. Let's kill them just for a little weapon experience. As it gets shot in the ass. Alright, and there's one more guy left. Let's go ahead and get him. How much experience does this weapon need? Oh, 98 kills. Yeah, we can definitely get that in this part. This weapon, thankfully, doesn't need that many kills. Levels up fairly quickly. I mean, most weapons do level up their first level pretty quickly. But after that, though, like, the Glory's Blade and the Dancing Blade I have or whatever, those ones need like 600 just to get to level 3. So yeah, some weapons, quick first level up, but then after that they go a little crazy. Let's just spam him. Can't hurt me. Because I'm invincible. Even though it says invisible, but it counts as invincibility. Ow! Fudge. Come on, dude. They ain't nice. Bros don't hit bros.
Coming from this direction. But the Empire will not let us by easily.
Dude, the Empire's not even a threat to me. Look at me.
Let the gods soothe your heart. In these times, faith is all we have.
Nah, I'm good. I don't need them help. I can soothe my... You know what soothes me? A cup of tea and a little bit of bloodshed. Okay? I don't need anyone's help, thank you. Time's the man on a mission. And Vertile, if you can't accept... Oh, jeez. Vertile, you just need to get over that, okay? I know he doesn't do things in the way you would like it. Everyone seems to really dog on Kaim for some reason, despite the fact that he gets shit done. Which kind of cracks me up. But to be fair, though, Kaim is kind of an evil bastard, though. It's not... Don't get me wrong. I don't think... He's not a good person. No, he's fairly... I wouldn't say he's evil, but he's definitely not someone you should look up to. Because he definitely slaughters a lot of people. Not nearly as bad as Kratos, who I hate. That's one of the funny things about God of War. Like the gameplay. Gameplay's fun. You know, cannot stand Kratos. Which is kind of funny because when I looked at the new God of War game, what is God of War 5 or whatever, the Dad of War, I can't... He has to be a completely different character for me because it's like, this man murdered thousands upon thousands of innocent lives, and now suddenly he's like, has a son, and no, I can't. I do not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being totally petty and shallow. I do not like the way the new God of War looks. I don't like that it's over the third person. It looks like The Last of Us, and I've never played The Last of Us. I've heard good things about The Last of Us, but I've never had any interest in playing The Last of Us, and I don't want to play The Last of Us in God of War form. It doesn't interest me. So I know a lot of other people are probably happy about it. Me, I'm going to skip the game for a long time, because I mean, I like the original God of Wars. God of War 1 is a really fun game. God of War 2 is fun too. God of War 3, I haven't had the chance to play it yet, but I've played the crap out of God of War 1. It's one of my earlier Let's Plays that I did. I need to do a re-Let's Play of it. But I just don't like the way God of War, the new God of War looks. It looks more like a movie. And honestly, I don't like my games being movies. That's why I could never get into David Cage games like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. I just don't like it. And if you do, that's totally fine. That's your prerogative. A game doesn't need to cater to my whim. It's just not for me, and I'm probably not going to, buy it. But you know what? It's unfair of me to say that I won't like it, because I could possibly like it. It's just I don't like the way it's going with the story, though, making Kratos trying to look like a sympathetic father. No. Kratos is an evil bastard. What happened to him in the first game? Was it wrong that Ares murdered his family to make him, like a god of war? Yeah, you know what? Ares was a dick. But, Kratos kind of went off the deep end after that, killing thousands of people. I mean, remember the second game? And then the third game where he killed Poseidon and then, flooded the whole world? And it's like, dude, you lost whatever sympathy I had for you in the first game is gone. Just because bad shit happens to you doesn't mean you get to do bad shit to other people. That doesn't justify your reasons, okay? I don't know. It's just weird rant, I know. Very odd rant, but that's just how I feel. I'm not, Again, it could be fun. I'll have to wait and see more, but I just don't like that God of War overs the shoulder, because what I like about the God of War games is that it's just kind of mindless fun. It's like light Devil May Cry and light Bayonetta. Sometimes you want a game that's not, super complex. That's why I like Drakengard so much. It's not a very complex game in its battle mechanics. They're fairly simple and not really anything great. But, I just enjoy the mindless fun that it brings with its with its combat. It's fun. I like Hyrule Warriors. It's a lot of fun. There's some depth to it, but, it's mostly just a lot of fun, and I enjoy that.
It comes from an Imperial jail, but to what creature does it belong?
I couldn't tell you. Now let's see, there should be, though. Is there... We're supposed to kill a soldier in one of these, Okay, it's not here. It might be a little more down. Because there's supposed to be a soldier we kill, and, an unmarked soldier in one of these tunnels. But it's on the east side from what my papers tell me, so let me go see. Yeah, though, I know that's a weird rant. I don't even know why I went on that rant. But, yeah, I mean, what about you guys? Are you interested in the new God of War? I mean, if you are, totally cool. But for me, that's how I feel. Not very interested in it. I mean, it looks like The Last of Us, which is fine. I've never played The Last of Us, but I have no interest in playing it. It's just not something I'm interested in.
Comes from this jail. Go with caution.
I've watched some LPs of it, but I've always quit before it got anywhere, because I don't know, it just never interested me. All right, now let's see. Is it over here? Might be over here that Is it over here that the guy that I need to kill is? No? Where the hell is this soldier? Let me see, it's to the east, so never eat. Hold on, let me see. Eastern Cave Passage. He's in an Eastern Cave Passage. He might be up there. Hold on, let me... Oh, where am I going? Ah. I don't want to leave until I find this guy. Let me see. I'm gonna check around real quick. I don't think he's over here, but I'm gonna check. Ooh, hold on. Maybe he is over here. It says Eastern, but sometimes it's not always the most accurate. Oh, here we go. Here's a passage. I don't remember this. Wow, I did not know that there was a shortcut. That's interesting. I did not know about that before. I did not know you could do that. Okay, well, he's not there. Let's see. Well, if it's Eastern, then he's probably around over here, though. Let's see. Oh, nope. I think I missed him. I think he was over there. Oh, is this the thing I'm thinking of? Okay, shoot. You know what? This is an I might have to come back for this. Because you had to do a lot of damage to these guys. And there is a time limit. And I might not be able to broach that time limit. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to get this weapon yet. Because look, the time's already going down. I think this is the guy they're talking about. It might not be, though. It's kind of hard to tell. Because he's not on the eastern side. He's not on the east side of the map. He's more on, like, the south side. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to beat him, even if he is it. These guys are kind of annoying because they have shields and there's a time limit. And once the time limit disappears, they run away. And then they don't come back. Ow. Yeah. That might have been him. Someone had to make a mental note on that. But let me just check and make sure. Let me see. Cause yeah, though that's not the east side. North. So yeah, east side would be around this way. Well, let's just check. Excuse me for my nose. Doesn't hurt to check. But yeah, though, like I said, never had any interest to play The Last of Us. You know, it's kind of why I don't really like the. I mean, I like the first Uncharted, but can't really get into it because it's really story. Not that I don't like story games, but it feels kind of like I'm watching a movie, which is okay. But I don't know. Like that's one. You know, I'm not gonna lie, that's one aspect of gaming that I'm really not liking the direction it's going. How some games have become more like, let's just watch a movie instead of playing games. I totally love it when games have great, in-depth stories. That's awesome. I don't like it, though, when the game becomes more of a movie than an actual game. Because it's like, I play video games to play games. I personally don't like watching movies very much. That's just how I am. I don't like watching movies very much. Except for some particular ones, like Birdemic, The Room. I can't wait for Disaster movie. But Sharknado 2. I mean, not Sharknado 2, Sharknado 3. So yeah, I don't particularly like watching movies. So the fact that games have become very more movie-oriented, like, you know, let's just watch a movie, you know, I think is dumb. And, you know, I kind of found that, which brings me back, circling back to God of War. If you remember, like, the E3 presentation, someone was talking about how the God of War is like, this isn't a game script, this is like a movie script. It's like, games can have really good stories, too. Why do we have, I don't know why you're acting like suddenly now, it's like games have good stories suddenly now. Have you ever played a video game with an amazing story? Because there's so many. I don't know. It pisses me off. I don't like getting mad. And it's a stupid thing to get mad about, but it's just something about it just bugged the everlasting crap out of me. How it's like, this isn't a game script. This is like a movie script. It's like, okay, but games can have an amazing script too. And in fact, I think games are even better at that kind of thing because There's some things that movies can't do that games can, you know, provide unique experiences. People are generally going to have kind of the same experience with a movie. Not all the time, but generally movies, you know, when you watch a movie, it's always kind of the same thing. You might notice different things and maybe have different conversations about it with people. But with a game, though, it's like, you know, things can alter greatly depending on the skill level, how someone plays it, how someone decides to play it. You know, there's just a whole lot of different factors that movies can't even compete with games. So, I don't know, just that whole, it's not a game script, it's a movie script. Something about that just really irks me, and I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these archers so I can actually use some dragons, because I want to die soon. Oh my gosh. I've been getting too pissed off, and now I can't focus. It's, you know, it's silly for me to get so, like... It's silly for me to get, like, heated about something like that. It is, you know, it's fairly childish. But, I don't know. Oh, whoa, totally flew. Didn't mean to do that. I did not know you could fly. Oh, I don't think... You're normally not supposed to be able to get in here with the dragon. I've actually never done that before, and there's a treasure chest all the way over there. If I can just reach it before these guys murder me, I can get my health back. Kind of annoying that I can't get the treasure here. I'm gonna have to wait until I, you know, get a better weapon. So I'm gonna have to make a mental note on that. Alright, let's get rid of these. These knights are actually pretty annoying. I'm actually gonna, I think wisdom will actually be better here, because then I can use my magic. Then you can see how bomb it is. So now it's now, let me see, is it no, okay, so it's still only, so now as you can see, it's kind of having a seizure on the enemy. What it does now is it finds an enemy, it will actually chase after enemies now. So it's really good. Alright, let me get rid of these dweebs. So yeah, it like sticks on the enemies. It's not doing it right now, but usually it will, which is really nice. And I'm kind of annoyed that I can't get the treasure here. That I have to come back for it later. Which is always kind of annoying. I just gotta make a mental note. Yeah, see, so it just sticks on them, and as you can see, it does a lot of damage. Ow. For some reason, it's not really sticking on to some enemies, but it's sticking on to the big guys, which is all I really care about. I just want them to stick onto the knights. Yeah, and then you can just keep stacking on the damage, which is excellent. Let me get rid of these archers. Hello. Let me do some of that. There we go. Look at that. Oh man, I love it. And just wait till it gets to level 4. It's even better, if you can believe that. So now it does more damage and will stick on to bigger enemies. So, like I said though, it's supposed to stick on the enemies. It's not really sticking onto them. But it's okay. It's doing what it needs to do, and that's sticking onto the big guys. Like, it's really nice, because it just starts stacking damage on them, which is really good. Well, when it works. When it decides it wants to stick onto them, it's really nice. Ah! There we go. For some reason, it's like sometimes it'll knock them down, sometimes it won't. Just depends. Okay, enemy reinforcements. Wait a minute, I think I saw the enemy that I need to find. It was on the map, did you see it? It was in the cavern that I think I was in before, but I went too fast in, but now I think it's over there. Yep, we need to go over there, if I remember. Oh, maybe the... Because sometimes it's really hard to remember which enemies correlate with what treasures. Let me go ahead and deal with that over there real quick. Look at the little letters before I go ahead and over here, because killing those guys will probably end the mission. Let me see. Yeah, there's a tiny little dot inside of here. hoping that's the guy I need to get rid of. Yep, this is the guy. I'm fairly certain. I think I confused him for the other guy. Yep. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I didn't miss this treasure. That makes me happy. So let's go ahead and grab it. Now, this treasure, I believe, is... I don't think it's going to show on the map, is it? No, it's not. It should be in the burning... It should be over here. Leave me alone, you douche nozzles. It's going to be in a burning... Wow, this episode's taking a very long time. I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean for it, you know... Didn't mean for it to be that long. You know, it's because I started ranting. I started ranting and acting like, you know, I knew something, when I really don't. You know, I really don't know why. Just something about that really bugs me. You know, I can't put my... I feel like... I think the issue is that it feels like these people who are suddenly, you know, like, oh, it's not a script. It's like a movie script. These are people who would have made fun of, you know, people like me who liked video games before, and then suddenly they're coming into, you know, the hobby I've been passionate about for many, many years. You know, and not that I'm glad that more people are liking games. It's a great way to share experiences and memories with people. I mean, you know, it's great, but you know, there's also that kind of like resentment, I think, for the fact that now that it's suddenly mainstream, people who made fun of, you know, people who would have made fun of us before, you know, in it, you know, it's kind of hard to explain it, and it's definitely petty. It's not, you know, it's not good that I have these feelings. I don't like the idea that I'm holding on to such petty kind of past grievances, because, you know, it shouldn't be something that I do. You know, I should be an adult. You know, I at least acknowledge these feelings, and I don't know if I'm wording them correctly, or even if, you know, it's just how I feel about it, though. You know, and it's just kind of interesting to say. You know, it's kind of hard to explain. I'm not sure if I can even word it, if I'm even wording it correctly, but that's kind of how I feel about it. So, I don't know. It's just something I noticed. But let's stop talking about the negative, though. Let's get back to Drakengard. Oh my gosh, these enemies are... Come on, just freaking die already. God, this episode's way too long. I'm trying to keep my Drakengard episode short. That's okay. Hopefully, I don't remember what weapon we get here. Hopefully, it's the one I'm thinking it is, because if it is, that's awesome. That's right, spaz out my letters. Man, they really do a lot of damage if you can make them spaz out on enemies. But sometimes, though, they won't, though. I think it's because the enemy falls over, it decides it doesn't want to spaz out on them. But if the enemy gets up, then it will spaz out on them. But I don't really get how I'm making it sometimes spaz out on them, and sometimes it's not making them go through it. Yeah, see, sometimes it goes right through them, and other times it won't. I think that was the last one of this guy. Look at it hump the floor. Alright. Fortunately, there's going to be some anti-magic dudes over here. So, that makes life a little more annoying. Alright. I'm trying to think, what sword would be good here? Let's just use the Pale Smasher. Not, Sword Smasher, excuse me. Sword Smasher does pretty good damage, and it can protect me from them when I have my shield up. Ooh, let's get that health. Oh, I should have kept the chain going, then I could have gotten more health. Damn, that was stupid of me. Alright, good. Now we're definitely going to get some health back, which is nice. Ow! And I lost the health back I gained. That's annoying, but that's just how it works. So I could actually use my other staff. I can use my wisdom staff and then shoot magic at them because I am technically invincible. I wouldn't have to worry about being shot back with the magic being reflected, which is nice. Ow, damn. You just slapped me in the face with this club, damn. That's mean. Alright, come on. Bam, nice. How many more are there? Oh, there's a couple, jeez. Yeah, it'll be nice when we get stronger swords. I mean, not that our swords aren't that strong right now, but it's nice when, you know, if I maybe do some more leveling up. Because it's a little annoying, because, you know, it's nice. It is nice for me in the sake of this LP, since I don't have to upgrade all the weapons, since I already have a file with them all upgraded. I can just use my favorites. Show you at least the weapon once in the combat, but then I don't have to use it again if I don't want to. Ooh, nice, a big health bonus, nice. So that's nice. I don't know if this thing will get to level up in this part. I've killed a lot, but I don't think I've killed enough yet with it. Those are weird. That's a weird statement to say. You know, I've killed a lot, but I don't think I've killed enough. It's not really something I was expecting to say today. You know, Drakengard. Only needs 47 more. That's not too bad. If I don't get in this part, I'll definitely get in the next mission. My God, this mission is really dragged out longer than I meant it to. Let me see. Yeah, this has been almost a 30-minute long mission. It's kind of a long mission, though. Even with me forgetting how to get the item, it still took a while. It wasn't even more than like 5 minutes, though, so. Come on. Just get rid of these tower knights. Let's switch to... Let's just use this, because then it's going to get the power up from the shield. Oh, well, now it's gone. Damn it. That's good. I just want to get rid of these guys fast, so I'm just going to switch to this for now. Alright. Bam. I do love the length of this sword, though. So good. It's not super strong. I mean, it doesn't do a ton of damage. But it's just really fast, and its charge is really nice, too, since it's a burst, which I do appreciate. Yeah, there's not a whole... I think there's not nearly as many long burst attacks as there are other weapons. Okay, and there's one left, and he's over this way. No, two left, excuse me. One group left, but it's two more soldiers. Come on. Nope, don't think so. Boop. Man, that fireball does rock, though. Alright. There we go, come on.
Hurry.
Nice.
The voice changes. It becomes faint.
Alright, let's go. Yep, okay, good. And that's the end of this mission. Good. Whew. Man, it took a while, but we got it. Oh. Oh, good. Don't need the dismount. We're good.
Voice is close. Not long now.
Not long now. That took almost 30 minutes. Damn. Got a lot of experience, though. Dragon didn't level up. That's okay. Oh, and the Crimson Hood. If I remember, I think I like this weapon from what I remember. Let me see. Let me see its magic. Explanation. Oh, yeah, from what I remember, I do like this weapon. It's pretty damn strong, but it's short, but it is pretty strong, and its magic is pretty good. I think I do remember liking this weapon. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Actually, you know what, though? I'm actually going to end the video here. We're going to end it on this verse. You know what? We will go ahead and see what the voice is in the next parts. This has been Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. Next time as we continue playing more Drakengard. Okay, bye then.